Good afternoon. Good afternoon, my dear student. Today your physics class. So you know your syllabus for your upcoming exam. Okay. So your syllabus for this year only a few sub chapter cut up from the syllabus. My dear student, you only listen it. You only listen it. I also dictate that syllabus for this year for class 9. Reflection of light by curved surface. Image formation by spherical mirror. Center of curvature, principal axis, principal focus, focal length, mirror formula, derivation not required, and magnification. Those are completed. My dear student, can I repeat it? Reflection of light by curved surface. Completed. Image formed by spherical mirror. It also completed. Center of curvature, principal axis, principal focus, focal length, mirror formula, and magnification. Mirror formula no required for your derivation. Only your idea for the mirror formula. Refraction, laws of refraction and refractive index. Laws of refraction and refractive index. Refraction of light by spherical mirror lens. Image formed by the spherical lens. Lens formula. Derivation not required. Magnification, power of lens. I repeat the syllabus again. Okay? You listen it. A reflection of light by curved surface. Image formed by spherical mirror. Center of curvature. Principal axis, principal focus, focal length, mirror formula, magnification. This is the reflection of light. Refraction, laws of refraction and refractive index. A refraction of light by spherical lens. Image formed by the spherical lenses. Lens formula, magnification, power of lens. A refraction of light through prism, dispersion of light, scattering of light, application in daily life. Those are completed. All are completed. My dear student, you check it from your memory. Now, Rain, you check it. Those are completed. But your outcome exam, only you know it, the reflection and refraction. Means reflection by the curved mirror, means curved surface, and the refraction of light. Okay, second chapter, effect of current. Effect of current, potential difference and electric current, completed. Ohm's law, resistance, resistivity, factor on which the resistance of a conductor depends, completed. Series combination of resistors, completed. Parallel combination of resistors, completed. And its application in daily life, it also completed. Heating effect of electric current, I will try to complete it today, and its application in daily life. Electric power and interaction between P, V, I and R. So today I will try to complete it. Next part is this, magnetic effect of electric current. Means magnetic effect, field lines, field due to current carrying conductor, field due to current carrying coil, solenoid, force on current carrying conductor, Fleming left hand rule, electric motor, electromagnetic induction, induced potential difference, and induced current, and Fleming right hand rule. So generator not in your syllabus in this year. Okay, my dear student, and last chapter, one chapter also, the sources of energy, that also not included in this year. So my dear student, you remember it, You check it, your syllabus for this year. Okay, so effect of electric current and its application in daily life, electric power and interrelation between the P, V, I and R. Heating effect of electric current. Heating effect of electric current. Heating effect of electric current and its application in daily life, electric power and a relation between P, V, I and R. Okay. So my dear student, you know it, heating effect of electric current. Heating effect of electric current, just I try to clear you. The name of this famous scientist, Joule. Famous scientist Joule. When the current passing through the conductor, conductor creates some heat. Conductor creates some heat. It depends on three factors. It depends on three factors. Current passing through the conductor, resistance of the conductor, that means the nature of the conductor, and the time passing through the conductor. Okay, that means, my dear student, you check it. If you consider a resistor whose resistance is R and current passing through the resistor means conductor is I, and the time for current through the conductor, it will be T. So you can prove it, H equal to I square RT. How can we derive it? You first know it from the Joule formula, means Joule's law. Joule's law. Heat and work done, means work done and heat, those are correlated. Loss of work done is transferred into the heat energy. So the great scientist Joule discovered the relation W varies as H. W varies as H. W equal to J into H. J is the Joule equivalent. J is the Joule equivalent. Okay, my dear student, you check it. Means work done and the heat, means change into work done, it creates some heat. Those are correlated, means directly proportional to each other. So we can write here W varies as H. W equal to J into H. J is the Joule equivalent. So you prove it with the help of your electric energy, electric current. You know it, W equal to Q into V. Okay, my dear student, you know it. The work done equal to, means the electric work done equal to the charge into potential difference. Means potential difference is equal to work done per unit charge. That means potential energy per unit charge is also called the potential difference. So W equal to Q into V. V means I into R according to Ohm's law. V means I into R. Q equal to I into T into I into R. So W equal to I square R into T. Okay. So when the current passing through the conductor, that time you see the W equal to I square R into T. So if You see the W equal to I square RT, then you put here I square RT equal to J into H. H equal to I square RT by J. My dear student, you see here by J, but you see in your books H equal to I square RT. So very interesting. The Joule equivalent, the value of J equal to in CGS system, the value of J equal to 4.2 into 10 to the power 7 arc per calorie. Okay, but in SI system, the value of J equal to 1 calorie, 10 to the 7, 10 to the 7 means 4.2 joule per calorie, 4.2 joule per calorie, 1 calorie equal to 4.2 joule. So joule cancel, 4.2 cancel, so the value of J equal to 1. My dear student, you listen it, 1 calorie equal to 4.2 joule approximate. Actual value 4.18 joule. 4.2 joule. So 4.2 joule per calorie in CGS system or 4.2 10 to the power 7 arc per calorie. So 1 calorie equal to 4.2 joule. So cancel to each other, the value of J equal to 1. If you put here the value of J equal to 1, that time the H equal to I square RT, the unit will be joule. My dear student, you check it, the unit will be joule. When you write it, H equal to I square RT by J, then unit will be calorie. In Bengal board, so many boards are there in India. So you will be appear for your competitive exam. Sir, please repeat how joule equal to 1. Again, thank you, better. Yes. Okay. Thank you. You check it. Actually, the value of J in CGS system 4.2 into 10 to the power 7 arc per calorie. In CGS system, the value will be 4.2 into 10 to the power 7 arc per calorie. Okay. So 10 to the power 7 arc equal to 1 joule. You write here the 4.2 joule per calorie. 4.2 joule per calorie. But SI system, when you change it calorie into the joule, that time 1 calorie equal to 4.2 joule. So you see here the 4.2 joule by 4.2 joule. 1 calorie equal to how many joule? 4.2 joule. So 4.2 cancel, joule cancel. So that value will be 1. Clear, my dear student? You check it. The CGS system, the value of J will be that. You change into the joule per calorie. 1 joule equal to 10 to the power 7 arc. So joule per calorie. 1 calorie equal to 4.2 joule. So you put here the 4.2 joule. So cancel to each other. That value will be 1. So when you write it, the 1 means H equal to I square RT. That time the unit will be joule. When you write it I square RT by J, that time it will be calorie. It will be calorie. So when you CBSE board only follow this, H equal to I square RT. H equal to I square RT. But when you appear so many competitive exam, that time you see the formula is this. Is it correct? Yes or no? Is it correct? Yes. If you say the unit is calorie, that time it is correct. When you see the unit is joule, that time it is wrong. Okay. Okay, my dear student. Okay. So, the heating effect of current. You see here the value of H equal to I square R into T. The value of H equal to I square R into T. So, that value change into in different way when you see in the data from your numerical. H equal to I square R T equal to I into R means V, I into V into T. V means I into R means this. I means V square by R. That means V square by R into T. That means P into T. So many formulas are there, but those are correlated. You check here, this and that. First and third, you see this H equal to I square at T equal to V square by R into T. Means you change I equal to V by R, V square by R square, R cancel, V square by R into T. So my dear student, you check it. If this and that are constant, H varies R. Okay. When this and that are constant, H varies 1 by R. So, sometime you see H varies as R and next time you see the H varies as 1 by R. How it is possible? H varies as R and H varies as 1 by R. How it is possible? Generally it cannot be possible. Because you see here directly proportional, next time you see the inversely proportional. But those are correct. When those are correct? If you see I and T as constant, I and T are constant means I constant when? When the circuit is connected. Very good answer. Very good. Thank you. I is constant. That time we write here the H varies as R. And when H varies as 1 by R, then V is constant. When V is constant, if you see the circuit is parallel, that time the V is constant, then we can write here H varies as 1 by R. So my dear student, this is the reasoning question in this part and very important. Okay, my dear student, you check it, H varies as R and H varies as 1 by R. So conclusion from your derivation or discussion, the Joule's law of heating effect is this: H varies as I square when R and T are constant. My dear student, you check it. H varies as I square when R and T constant. H varies as R when I and T are constant. Okay. H varies as T when I and R are constant. My dear student, you check it. It is correct. So, you write here with the help of the variation, law of variation. H varies as I square R T when I, R, T both are variable, not the constant, both are variable. So, when you try to write it in equal sign, then by J. J is the constant, the name of the constant is Joule equivalent. For the CGS system, the value will be 4.2 into 10 to the power 7 R per calorie. For SI system, the value will be 1. My dear student, is it clear? Is it clear? Heating effect of current. Heating effect of current. So, thank you. So, next part, application. Application means in your daily life, you say here, you use in your room, you know it, the bulb, the heater, the geyser, the iron. So many electrical instruments are there. You see, it depends on the material whose resistance is more, heat will be more. So, one question in this chapter, why the cord of the iron will not be heat? Why the cord of the iron? Iron means, you know it, the iron? In your home you know it. The cord means connecting wire will not be heat, but you see the iron will be heat. Why is it? You know it. The coil of the iron or the heater, it will be made by the alloy, and the shape will be this type. Okay, and the cord will made by the copper. So the resistance is very low than that. So when the current passing through the conductor, it will be less heat. So you cannot feel the heat when the current passing through the cord. But when the current passing through the iron or the heater means coil, that time you see it will be more heat than that. And due to the reason the resistance is high, means it will be alloy, that means the resistance is more than that material, and the length will be more, because you see it will be just twist, means the spring type, so the length is more. You know it, or depends on this, or depends on that. So you check it, the coil of the bulb, the thickness will be means wire of the thickness will be very thick. So my dear student, this is the application for your daily life. This is the application for your daily life. Though when you see the current passing through the coil of the bulb, that time that portion will be glow, because the resistance of that portion is high. But you see the holder, that means this is the coil held by the copper or the aluminum stick. It will not be reddish color. You see the color of the coil will be reddish, because that is the metal whose resistance is low. So my dear student, so many reasoning questions are here. You try to complete it from your concept. Okay, so those are the daily life, application for the daily life. Next part is this. Next part is this, electric power. Electric power. Power means work done by time. Work done per unit time is called the power. Okay. Work done means electric work done means energy. That means Q into V by T. Yes or no? Q by T into V. Q by T means I into V. So electric power equal to I into V. Electric power equal to I into V. What is the unit of electric power? If you consider the power, unit of the current is ampere and unit of the potential is V. So ampere into voltage, that is equal to watt. My dear student, you check it. So electric power is equal to I into V. The unit of the electric power is watt. So I into V, I square R and V square by R. So many correlated formulas are there. You interchange it according to your question, according to your data in your question paper. So my dear student, the unit of power is watt. So this is the very common word. You check it. Each and every electrical instrument means appliance, you say only voltage and power are mentioned in India. You check it, 100 watt bulb and 220 volt capacity. Okay, so this W means unit of power. So it is indicates the power. Okay, so power and commercial unit of energy. Commercial unit of energy. Commercial unit of energy. My dear student, this is the very, very important part in your daily life. Energy means work done. Okay, so power equal to work done by time. So work done equal to power into time. So energy also you express in this term, power into time. So electric power into time means W into watt into second. But you see here, watt into second electric power you consume in your home, in your factory, in your house, in your school. So many places are there. Sir, Kamab, KMAB. The students always try to join and left. W into S, watt into second, but you cannot use the electrical instrument in second unit. You use it in hour unit, or heavy load machine you check it. Sometimes you use in your home the pump in minute, or geyser also you use in a minute, time in minute. But actually we use it in hour. So that value will be watt into hour. That also the very low value. So we cannot express it in terms of watt into hour. We use it in terms of kilowatt into hour. So the unit of energy, actually unit of energy is joule. Actually unit of energy is joule. Watt means joule by second. Second cancel. Okay. Only joule. But electric energy, we use it watt into second. But watt into second is a very low value. Watt into hour, that also the low. That time we use it in the kilowatt hour. Kilowatt hour is also called the board of trade unit. Board of trade unit. Colloquially, we use it only unit. Because you know it in your home, you check it. In your house, you check it. In after the 3 months, after the 2 months, you see how many electric energy consumed. You use it colloquially 300 unit, 200 unit, 100 unit. So only unit. Unit means kilowatt into hour, not watt into hour, not joule, not watt into second. It is the kilowatt into hour. So my dear student, one relation between the kilowatt hour and joule. The commercial unit of energy is kilowatt hour. 1 kilowatt hour equal to 1000 watt into 3600 second. So 10 to the power 3 into 3.6 into 10 to the power 3 watt into second. 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. Watt into second means joule. 1 kilowatt hour equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. So my dear student, you check it. Okay. Okay, 1 kilowatt hour equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. After this portion, next day I will try to complete all the numericals in this chapter from your NCERT book. So you will try to complete it from your NCERT book. I also try to complete all the numericals from your NCERT book. So today up to this portion, are you clear? My dear student, are you clear? Any queries from your side? Any queries from your side? Thank you. Thank you, my dear student. The next day, see you again. Okay.